on, Clash Bashers? Rocky here today, and I'm going to talk about this deck that I've been using. I'm trying to push up near a legendary arena. I went from about 2550. I'm sitting at about 2800 right now, but this is the deck I've been using. It's a Hog Zap deck. As you see, we got the Ice Wizard, Barbs, Spear Gobbies, Hog Zap, Fireball, Cannon, and Minion. I'm actually on a 10-game win streak using this deck, so I'm going to show you a couple of these battles, let you guys see what's going on with it. I've been loving this deck. Very low average elixir cost, very easy to counter a lot of cards if you're really patient and play defense well. This deck is going to serve you well, so we're going to go ahead and get into some of these replays and check real quick out. Here's the battle log so you guys can see that we're on a 10-game win streak. If we scroll down through this baby, you can see just a bunch of victories ever since we've been, we get a draw in there, but a bunch of victories ever since we've been using this deck since we switched over to it. Pretty cool stuff there. 10 in a row, not too bad. So let's go ahead and get into some of these replays, guys. Alright, here we go. In the first battle, me versus Gilly. We're going to go ahead and get started here and check out how this goes. He's going to start with his Hogs and Goblins. Very common start. Kind of didn't know what to do here, so I'm going to go ahead and zap and throw down the Minions. He's going to get a lot of damage off, which is not a very good start for us. We didn't have a really good opening counter hand, so we're going to counter back with our Hog. We're going to throw that Fireball to take that cannon basically out, and we're going to get in some nice hits with our Hog here as well. He drops down a Skeleton Army, which is kind of not very common up here in the mid to high 2500s, but Ice Wizard's going to go ahead and take that out. At this point, we're pretty close to tied. He's got a little bit of an advantage, but we're pretty tied here. Ice Wizard going in, probably going to get a few hits off with the Ice Wizard here, yep. And he throws down the Minion Horde, which can be a pain in the ass. So we're going to go ahead and throw down our Minions and zap the Minion Horde and the Hog. Do a little bit of work there. The Hog doesn't even get a hit off, which is fantastic defense there. That's what this deck is all about. If you can play really good defense, you can get the victory. And you'll see that in this game, how we play defense to hold on to win. He's going to throw down his Barbs with some Goblins. We're going to go ahead and Fireball those. A little bit off there, so that they're actually going to get a little bit of damage in. Actually, quite a bit of damage in because I missed on the Fireball. But, you know, it happens. You can't be perfect. So we're just going to push back. You just got to counter push and keep pushing and push and push and push. And just keep them on edge with this deck. I mean, I think that's the best thing to do, but be patient. You'll see me get ahead of myself sometimes and not use my elixir so wise, because I kind of freak out and I'm like, oh shit, I'm down a little bit. Like in this situation, I was kind of freaking out, like I'm down a little bit, but I just took the time, got myself back together. As you see, this nice push here with Hogs and Minions, and we actually get the tower right there, which is fantastic. Get into double elixir time. So if we can play really good defense here, we can win. So we got the Hog getting knocked out right there. We got the Barbs coming in. They're going to get knocked out. So that's what it's all about for the next 45 seconds, just playing quality defense, waiting to see what he throws at us, but just ready to play defense and get it in. We're going to throw that Hog over there just to keep him on edge, throw our Minions down. And yeah, if we can keep him on edge by pushing with our Hog over there on the right side, just in case he does get this tower, and then we can keep playing defense, we're gonna do fantastic. As you see here, I mean, just defense, defense, defense. I make sure that cannon is down in case that Hog comes in. I do not want that cannon or that Hog getting through. He actually only gets the tower with that Fireball, which is fantastic. And we're still hanging on with 88 health, 7, 6, 5, 4, and we're probably gonna get the victory here. 20 left, and we get the victory. Very nice victory there, excuse me. So we win 1-0 there, so let's go ahead and get into the next replay. Alright, this time we're up against Neo. He's going to be using a Hog Royal Giant deck, which can be a real pain in the ass, but again, it's all about playing that good defense. If you can play that good defense, you'll be fine. But this battle was a little bit harder. We get that cannon down just in the nick of time there. I've had Hogs run right past my cannon. I don't know if my placement's a little bit too far left or right, but I've had these Hogs run right by my cannon. I'm like, what the hell, bro? So we try to push, but he counters it really well there with those Barbs. Puts those Barbs right out in front of our face. So we're going to Fireball the Barbs, take care of the Ice Wizzy. I thought he threw down Ice Princess up there, but... or not Ice Princess. Thought he threw down Princess up there, but I don't see her come through, so we're just hanging in there. He's getting ready to throw a Royal Giant at us, and at that point we got to really play some hard defense. So here comes the Royal Giant. We're gonna drop down the cannon, drop down some barbs. There we go, and just take that Royal Giant out. You don't want that Royal Giant getting through because he's gonna do a lot of damage to you. Be a real pain in your ass. That wizard is gonna be a pain in the ass to our barbs. Our barbs are gonna get some hits on that wizard, but wizard against a horde of barbs is never a good sign. Alright, so here he goes, Ice Wizard versus Ice Wizard. We're going to throw in our Spear Gobbies to help take his out. And he throws down some guards. We got our minions down there to help protect. So we win that little bit of an exchange there. We might have spent a little bit more elixir, but not a huge deal. But we're going in with the Hoggy to see if we can get some damage in. A Hog is through, and all he's got defending is the Princess. So this Hog is going to get tons and tons of damage and actually get the tower right there. So we take the 1-0 lead. That Princess goes down to the Ice Wizard. And the Hog actually gets some damage in. So we're going to drop our cannon to defend this Royal G. Drop our barbs. Barbs are probably, in my opinion, the best defense against the Royal G. If you can get them in there pretty fast. As you see there, he only got one shot off. Not too bad. And here comes that damn wizard again. That wizard's just going to eat up our barbs every time. We'll fireball that wizard. His Hog comes through, which is a pain in the ass, but we're going to drop Ice Wizard to slow it down and then Spear Gobbies. So he only gets off a hit or so. And not too bad. It's just countering what he plays, and we do all right there. That Princess coming in. Princess can be a pain in the ass, especially since I don't play arrows in this deck. But realistically, she should be easy to play against as long as you just stay on top of it. We got the minions and Spear Gobbies that can take her out. We're gonna go ahead and defend this Hog with the cannon and some Spear Gobbies. And then he throws in the Royal G, which is a bad sign, but we get those barbs down in a hurry. The Royal G is going to get a hit or two off, but not too bad. He's got two princesses, but we're already up, and he doesn't have much damage, so with 8 seconds left, we're definitely going to get this victory unless a miracle happens, which it is not. We got 3, 2, 1, and we get the victory 1-0. Very good game there. So hopefully you guys like this deck. I'll put it back up on screen one more time and let you guys see what's going on here with this deck. But hopefully you like this deck. Again, Ice Wizard, Barb, Spear Gobbies, Fireball, Minions, Cannon, Hog, and Zap. I believe I actually stole this deck from Carl, so make sure you guys try this deck out. Like I said, just be patient with your elixir cost. Don't get too far ahead of yourself. I've done that a lot, and you can do really well with this deck. So hopefully you guys liked today's video. Subscribe for more great content. Keep coming back. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys thought. Keep on Clash Pressing. You guys have a great day.